My friends, welcome back. It's been a couple of days since I've done morning Bulletproof and Books episode. This morning got some great coffee, some great Bulletproof. Feels good to have it again. When you're traveling, sometimes it's hard to have the Bulletproof. Have coffee, eat well, can still work out, but sometimes having the blenders and the Bulletproof is kind of a pain in the neck. So, back at it. Back at it, my friends. So this is the debunk. We're debunking everything today. We're debunking something, and this is kind of crazy. I'm reading again today, Focus. I've shared this with you guys. Check this out. Daniel Goleman, Focus, the hidden driver of actually debunking it today. We're debunking something. This is crazy, but it's actually kind of cool. I really dug reading this morning. A really, really famous Bruce Lee quote was, and I'm going to butcher it a little bit, but you get the gist. I fear more the man who's done one kick 10,000 times than 10,000 kicks one time. Like, we've all heard that quote. It's gone down like in the channels of motivation and blah, 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 and the entire deal. What if that's wrong? We're debunking it today. Maybe we're not debunking it. Maybe we're just expanding the conversation, because I just read something in here that actually makes a whole lot of sense, that goes along with the same conversation of the definition of insanity being doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting to get a different result. The definition of insanity is banging your head against the wall over and over and over again, trying to get a different result. Let me read this to you really quick. Again, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I know it's backwards. I'm not flipping it around. It's called Focus, the hidden driver of excellence. Listen to this. It talks about a lady who was doing the Iditarod, and I'm going to save you the story. You can read it by yourself. But this is the point I wanted to make. The 10,000-hour rule, that this level of practice holds the secret to great success in any field, has become gospel, echoed on websites and recited as litany in high-performance workshops. Like, this is what everybody says. You want to become a master at something? Do it 10,000 times. They say, the book says, the problem is it's only half true. We've heard tons and tons and tons of times, if you want to become a master, do it over and over and over 10,000 times. This is fantastic. Listen to this, my friends. This is why coaching, this is why investing and reinventing in yourself is so important. And it clicked in my brain today as I was reading this. Okay? The problem is it's only half true. If you're a duffer at golf, if you suck at golf, what's up, Scotty? If you suck at golf, if you're a duffer at golf, say, and make the same mistakes every time you try a certain swing or putt, 10,000 hours of practicing that error will not improve your game. You'll still be a crappy golfer. You'll still be a duffer, albeit an older one. So think about that for a second. If your techniques, your mechanics, what you're doing every day, your daily rituals, your patterns, and you're doing it over and over and over and grinding, but not getting any different results, you can do the same thing poorly 10,000 times. You can practice the same golf swing 10,000 times, but if it's completely jacked up and it's a shitty swing, guess what you're going to continue to get? Shitty results. Well, I keep buying flowers and I keep doing this and I keep doing this in my relationship or my business, and I'm grinding, but I'm not making any more money. Or I'm doing this, but my relationship isn't changing. Listen. No less an expert than Andreas Eckerson, the Florida State University psychologist whose research on experience spawned the 10,000-hour rule of thumb, told me, quote, you don't get benefits from mechanical repetition, but by adjusting your execution over and over to get closer to your goal. Think about that. You don't get benefit from mechanical repetition. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe you do. I think some guys do. Muscle memory with golf and sports and the whole thing. But by adjusting your execution over and over until you get closer to your goal. I experienced this 2 days ago in my race, okay? The first couple of turns that I came into, I was doing it a certain way, and then all of a sudden I started remembering the videos that I've been watching, and I've been like ridiculously, ruthlessly committed to learning how to drive better. And I've been researching and studying nonstop, like watching YouTube videos, slow motion, how guys are coming into corners and doing stuff. This is true for me because the first part of the first part of the race, I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, and so I kept adjusting. But if I'd have kept doing the same thing over and over and over again, I would have kept getting the same result in the turns. And by the end of the race, I kept tweaking things and remembering things, and I was getting faster and faster and faster. You'll have to tweak the system by pushing, he adds, allowing for more errors at first as you increase your limits. Apart from sports like baseball or football that favor physical traits such as height and body size, says Erickson, listen to this, almost anyone can achieve the highest levels of performance with smart practice. Dude, PJ, I don't give a damn, dude. Bounce, bro. Quit jocking me, man. Get the fuck out. Think about this, guys. Almost anyone can achieve the highest levels of performance with smart practice. So if you're doing something wrong and you do it over and over and over and over and over and over again, you're going to continue to do it wrong. This conversation opens up the idea and the concept to learning to do it differently. Like making errors, you don't get benefits from mechanical repetition, but by adjusting your execution over and over until you get closer to your goal. If my deal is to try and get to a space where I can come into a corner and come out at a higher speed, then what I need to be able to do is continue to make errors and fix them and get better and better and better. But if I keep doing the exact same thing over and over and over, if I keep swinging exactly the same way, my golf swing, my baseball swing, and I'm not getting the results that I want to get, and I keep doing it no matter how, I can do it 20,000 times, I still suck. I still have like improper fundamentals. This is like kind of shifted up my brain this morning in the sense that it's like, I've always talked about the 10,000 hour rule. I've quoted Bruce Lee a million times, but I agree that that's only half the equation. Like what you need to do is what I need to do is continue to drive my truck, get better, learn, make a mistake, learn, make a mistake, learn, make a mistake and learn. But if I keep hitting a corner the exact same way every single time and I'm doing it wrong, I never get faster and I never get better. Anyways, I liked reading this morning. It was really cool. For those of you that are asking, I'm reading Focus. Yes, I know that it's backwards. Turn it around so you can see it. Daniel Goleman, Focus, the Hidden Driver of Excellence. Reading different parts of it, and this morning it talked about the myth of 10,000 hours. I believe that like you can continue to grow and learn, but what if this completely debunks the entire 10,000 hour thing? If you're doing something improperly, wrong, like not good fundamentals, you can do it 20,000 times. You're not going to get any better. That's why they talk about golf. If you have a shitty swing and you keep slicing, and you keep using that same swing over and over and over, you keep slicing, you can do it 20,000 times, you're going to keep slicing. What you have to do is completely change it. You don't get benefits from mechanical repetition, but by adjusting your execution over and over and over so you get to the right goal. It's the same thing about like selling, about your pitch, about anything, with business, with marketing, with sales. It's like if you have a crappy converting ad and you keep running that crappy converting ad, it doesn't matter how much you run it, you're going to continue to get crappy results. You have to change it. You have to tweak it. So maybe the 10,000 hour thing has been completely debunked. I don't know. Maybe something to ponder, something to think about. I can tell you from personal experience, just 48 hours ago in my race, that I learned, I came in, I did something wrong, I tweaked it. If I'd have done the same thing every single turn that I did in the first couple of turns, I would not have gone as fast as I did. But I kept changing it and tweaking it. Anyways, that's my thought, my friends. Go make it an epic day. Daniel Goleman, Focus, great book. I love reading little nuggets out of this thing and pulling up a chapter here and there and the whole deal. So, my friends, put your comments below. What do you think? Is the 10,000 hour rule still applicable? Does it stand? Have any of you mastered something to where you're the best at it? You're the best in your trade, the best at your craft, the best at your sport, simply because you've done it 10,000 hours? Or do you think that the 10,000 hour thing that we've been quoting and talking about for the last 20 years, is it wrong? Is it debunked? Is it old school? Is there a new way of thinking? Let me know what you think. Write your comments down below. See you guys.